Psalm 125, the security of those who trust in the Lord. Psalm 125 is a poetic declaration of the security, protection, and justice God provides to His people. As one of the songs of ascents, it was sung by pilgrims journeying toward Jerusalem, and its imagery reflects the geography and spiritual meaning of that holy city. The psalm opens by comparing those who trust in the Lord to Mount Zion itself. Mount Zion was known for its permanence and stability, and by invoking this image, the psalmist emphasizes that faith in God creates a foundation that cannot be shaken. Trust is not portrayed as fragile optimism but as a solid, enduring reality anchored in God's character. Those who rely on Him become spiritually grounded, unmovable in the midst of life's uncertainties. The psalm then enriches this picture by describing how the mountains surround Jerusalem. The city is nestled among hills that act as natural fortifications, and this protective landscape becomes a metaphor for God's care. Just as the mountains circle and shield the city, so the Lord encompasses His people, offering a constant and enduring protection. This protection is not temporary or limited, it is from this time forth and forever. The image communicates both intimacy and strength. God is not distant but encircling, present on every side, an unbroken safeguard. Psalm 125 next addresses the problem of evil and unjust rule. The scepter of wickedness symbolizes the authority of corrupt rulers, and the psalmist affirms that such oppressive power will not rest permanently on the land of the righteous. Though injustice may prevail for a time, God will not allow it to dominate indefinitely. Prolonged exposure to corruption might discourage the faithful or tempt them toward wrongdoing, and so God's justice includes restraining evil for the sake of preserving righteousness. The psalm acknowledges the reality of suffering under wicked leadership but asserts that such suffering will not define the destiny of God's people. The psalm then turns from declaration to prayer, asking God to do good to those who are good and upright in heart. This request reflects the belief that God responds favorably to integrity and sincerity. Goodness is not merely outward behavior but an inward alignment with God's ways. The psalmist appeals to God's covenant faithfulness, trusting that He will bless those who desire to live righteously. In contrast, those who turn aside to crooked ways, paths of deception, disobedience, and rebellion, will face the consequences of their choices. God will lead them away with other workers of iniquity, implying both judgment and exclusion from the community of the faithful. This contrast between the upright and the crooked underscores the moral order God upholds. It offers reassurance to the righteous that evil will not prevail and a warning to those tempted to stray. The psalm concludes with a blessing, "Peace be upon Israel." This is more than a wish for the absence of conflict. It invokes shalom, the fullness of well-being, security, and harmony that God provides. It serves as a final affirmation that those who trust in the Lord not only receive protection and justice but also enjoy the peace that flows from His faithful presence. Psalm 125 ultimately portrays a world in which God's people are secure, surrounded, upheld, and blessed, despite the challenges posed by wickedness and instability.
Psalm 125, a song of ascents. Those who trust in the Lord are like Mount Zion, which cannot be moved but abides forever. As the mountains surround Jerusalem, so the Lord surrounds His people from this time forth and forever. For the scepter of wickedness shall not rest on the land allotted to the righteous, lest the righteous reach out their hands to iniquity. Do good, O Lord, to those who are good, and to those who are upright in their hearts. As for such as turn aside to their crooked ways, the Lord shall lead them away with the workers of iniquity. Peace be unto Israel.